It's still a beautiful day here in the Big Apple, but we're actually indoors right now because it is a slight bit windy, but there is some good news. It's after 4 o'clock, the markets, they're closed, and it's happy hour here in New York City. Now, U.S. stocks, they were higher Wednesday afternoon. This after Fed Chair Janet Yellen's testimony failed to scare investors, and after Russian President Vladimir Putin signaled a willingness to talk about Ukraine. Now, in prepared congressional testimony, Fed Chair Janet Yellen said the labor market continues to improve, but remains at less than ideal levels. Those words were viewed as suggesting rate hikes could come sooner than previously expected. But sending stocks higher even earlier today was Russian President Vladimir Putin, who signaled a willingness to discuss the crisis in Ukraine with regional leaders. This as he is prepared to talk about a way out of the Ukrainian crisis with the head of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. Now, a lot of investors' eyes will be on that. And on the economic front today, U.S. productivity, that did fall 1.7% in the first quarter, a larger than expected decline, and the biggest decline since the first quarter of last year. Now, after falling 43 points, the Dow Jones, that was last up about 90 points. The S&P 500 saw very little change with telecommunications faring the best, and off its session lows, the Nasdaq last down 0.7%. Now, for every 2 shares falling, more than 3 gained over at the New York Stock Exchange. And let's now take a look to see how the markets closed out this volatile trading session. And we conclude with the corporate front. Whole Foods Market leading declines on the S&P 500 today, as at least 5 analysts lowered their ratings on the grocery chain stock after the company reported another disappointing quarter and cut its 2014 earnings forecast again. Perhaps the items are too expensive. And internet search engine AOL dived after reporting profit below expectations. So there you have it. Kick back, relax, perhaps go to Whole Foods because it seems like they need some help. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. For ModernWallStreet.com, I'm James Sweeney. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.